Welcome back. This is part 3, and finally my hair's dry enough that I can have it down and not look like a drowned rat. Welcome back. As I said, this is the third part of making the necklace that we started a video or two back. So let me just show you what you should have so far if you followed the previous steps correctly. You should have this little crocheted pendant thing with like a key or a pendant here and another little pendant there. Now, as well as that, you should have one little crocheted link chain. Actually, you should have 2 of those. 2 of these. Roughly about the same length. One should have the links from the previous necklace chain, and the other should have the clasp from the original necklace on the end. So let me just quickly fix this mop on my head and I will show you the next part. I've only tied my hair back just so that it doesn't get in my face and I can still see what I'm doing. Now, on both of your little linked necklace chain things, both of them should have a stitch with the wool still attached, not cut on one end. And on the other, they should both either have the chained link from the original necklace or the clasp from the original necklace. I'm going to put the chained link one to one side for now. We're going to take the crocheted linked part of the necklace with the clasp on the end and attach that to the little pendant piece we made earlier. So take the stitch. You may need to make the stitch a bit bigger for the next part. What you're going to do is put your crochet needle through one of the holes at least 3, maybe 4 spaces away from where we added the previous chain link to put the pendant on. Put the stitch from your linked crochet chain with the clasp on your hook and pull it so the stitch comes through the hole. You're then gonna take your clasp of your necklace and push that through the stitch. So take your hook out and push the clasped end of that crocheted link through the link, that stitch, and pull it till it becomes tight so that you can see where that stitch is, and then take the wool that you used, the end where that link is, and just pull it gently so that it makes a little knot. Now that end is stuck, that's not coming off, and we're going to do a little trick in a minute to ensure that stays where we want it to. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So 3 to 4 spaces away from this previous link chain, make sure that they are directly opposite each other. So not diagonal, not like at an angle. Make sure they are horizontally diagonal. I think it's vertically actually across. Either way, make sure they go directly across from each other this way. And now we're going to take the other link chain of the crochet one with the chain links on the other end and attach that to the necklace as well, but we're going to do that a little bit differently. So we're going to pull this stitch a bit smaller. Actually, yeah, we're going to pull that stitch a little bit and pull that stitch through the hole on this side. And then again, take the end of the necklace piece with the metal chain piece and put it through the little crocheted stitch that we did earlier. And just as we did before, pull this end all the way through so that it makes a little loop here, and then the end of the wool with that string that we used to pull that stitch, just pull it a little bit so that it pulls that stitch nice and tight, so that's secured on. And then just so you're 100% sure that that is on and not going anywhere, I shall show you another trick to make sure that these two pieces are on securely and they're not going to fall off. Now, if you followed those previous steps correctly, your necklace should be looking something like this. Make sure that when you attach the linked part of the chain of the necklace, when you attach that, make sure that the pendants are facing away from you, so the right part of the pendant is facing up when you wear the necklace. So now, as you can see, we have the pendant and the actual parts of the necklace attached. You should be able to do up the clasp without having to twist the parts of the necklace you just made. So when you're attaching your parts of the necklace, make sure the clasp is facing inwards and your pendants are facing up, so that they're sat the way you want them to when you wear the necklace itself. So this is what you should have so far, and I'm just going to show you the next part. So now that your necklace has the actual necklace and the pendant attached, I'm going to show you how you can make sure that the actual part of the necklace that holds the pendant on your neck stays in place. So for this, we're going to need our crochet needle again. And we're going to wrap the crochet. We're going to push our hook through the needle. Push our hook through the crochet. Take this bit of thread, wrap it over the needle one time and pull that thread back through. That is going to give us a stitch to work with. Now, ensure when you're doing this, the pendant is lying on its left side so that your pendant sits this way up. We're going to work on if I just put this up straight, we're going to work on this side of the pendant necklace first. So turn it this way up, and then so we're going to take it from this, turn it to the left at a 90 degree angle, so that we can take this thread here and use it to secure this part of the necklace. So the same hole that we used to attach the crocheted links, we're going to put our crochet needle through, take this piece of wool, wrap it over the crochet needle once, pull it through. That gives us a stitch to work with. Now, like we did before, we're going to do a double stitch. So we're going to wrap the wool over the needle, put the crochet needle through the hole, wrap the thread wool over the needle once, pull it back through. Wrap the wool over the crochet needle, pull off the first 2 stitches. This might be a bit fiddly to start with. So there, we pulled off the first 2 stitches, wrap the wool over the needle again, take off the second 2 stitches. Now, in doing this double knot, this is going to ensure that doing this double knot stitch is going to ensure that this doesn't come off. We're going to continue doing the double knot like this until we come down these links here to where our second pendant is hanging, so that we can make this bit a little bit more secure so that it's not wiggling around so much. So just follow the instructions of the double knot stitch all the way down until you get to the link here where the pendants are hanging. I'm going to quickly get to that part and I'll show you what to do next. Oh, and just in case anyone needed a reminder on how to do the double knot stitch. So you have your stitch on your crochet needle, you wrap the wool once over the needle, push the needle through the hole, wrap the wool once over the needle, pull that bit of wool back through the hole, wrap the wool once over the needle, take off the 2 stitches nearest to the end of the crochet hook, and then repeat that again. Wrap the wool over the crochet needle, take off the last 2 stitches so that you're left with 1, and just keep repeating that till you get to this stitch where the pendants are attached. Now, if you followed those steps correctly, your necklace should look something like this at the moment. Now, if like me, you have a smaller pendant that you want to sit in front of the larger pendant, this step is a bit tricky. So if you crochet from where we started, where we put on the linked chain, crochet the double stitch all the way down until you get just in front or just next to the stitch that's holding the two pendants. Then when you get onto the stitch that's holding the two pendants, turn the crochet so it's facing towards you like this, and make sure that the pendants are sat in front of each other facing the right way, like so they're facing the way you want them to, and then just kind of hold them there gently so that the pendants are facing the right way up, and then just continue crocheting the double knot stitch through that stitch as normal. And what you're basically doing is creating like a little support sitting space for the pendants to sit on. Now once your necklace is complete, these two pendants shouldn't wobble around. They shouldn't slide in front or behind each other. They should stay exactly in front of each other as you place them. So now that we've crocheted this side, we're going to take our crochet necklace and flip it up the other way so that now the pendant is facing us and we can clearly see the necklace, and we know that pendant's not going to move anywhere. And we're basically just going to repeat the same steps that we previously did. So let me just talk you through it again in case anybody forgot. So to start, crochet needle, hook goes back through that same hole that we used to add on the linked stitch of the necklace. Wrap the wool once. You can either go in front or behind. Either way, it doesn't matter. Wrap the wool once over the crochet needle and pull that wool back through the hole to give you your stitch. To start with, quick reminder in case anybody needs help remembering how to do the double knot stitch. Wrap the wool once over the crochet needle. Put the crochet hook through the hole nearest to the crochet needle, making sure you get it through the right hole. Wrap the wool once over the crochet needle. Pull that wool back through. You can tip the crochet needle or turn the crochet needle on its side if it helps. Now you should have 3 stitches on your crochet needle. So take that same strand or thread of wool, wrap the wool once over the crochet needle, then take off the 2 stitches closest to the end of the hook on the crochet needle. Make sure you take off the right stitches and the right amount of wool. If you have done your stitches too tightly, this part to be exact, you may find it a little tricky. So once you've taken off the 2 stitches closest to the hook of the crochet needle, you should be left with 2 stitches. Again, wrap the wool over the crochet needle, pull that bit of wool through those 2 stitches to take them off of the hook, and you should be left with 1 stitch. Then just repeat that all the way around till you get to where you were. And just in case anyone needs a reminder of what the stitch is called, this is called a double knot. So I'm just going to, quick as I can, might take me a few minutes, get to the other part of the crochet. So just crochet all the way along till this half meets up with the end of the part that we just did to secure the pendant on the other side. Again, make sure that your stitches are tight enough that they stay in place, but that you keep the wool loose enough on the crochet needle that you can easily maneuver the wool and the stitches, because otherwise you're going to struggle. You will not find this fun, and you may get yourself into a bit of a tricky, sticky, pickly situation, which won't be any fun for anyone. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have spent the entire day just making this necklace and filming this video. This has actually had to be broken down into 3 parts so far. But as you can see, I'm getting close to the part where we finished the other half.